Hi, happy to see you. Crochet any interesting stuff lately? This is Auntie Nat's Crochet. Glad you choose this video. Allow me to teach you how to crochet lovely and cute stuffs. I have hundreds over videos, so do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner over here. It will mean a lot to me. And today I'm going to make a Christmas tree. It's a Christmas tree ornament, a 2D Christmas tree. Means it's a flat Christmas tree. I'm going to use two different type of yarn. This is normal milk cotton yarn, 5-ply milk cotton yarn, and this is lace yarn. So what I need this lace yarn for is because I need to hook up with these poles. So what I do is I get a needle, and this needle will help me put the pole through the yarn, or you can call it a thread, and just leave it there. So when I need to use it, I will pull up a pole. And as for this, because this yarn is quite thin, if I were to crochet the Christmas tree with this, the pole is kind of big, so you see. And with cotton yarn, this yarn is kind of difficult to make it go through the pole, the whole of the pole, because the whole of the pole is kind of small. So I think it's best that I crochet these two together. Crochet it together means I'm gonna put it together and crochet as one strand. And I'm using two different colors so that you can see the shades. When there are two shades of green, the ornament comes out better. It looks way better than one color to me personally. So here you put way more than you need, because I do not really know how much I need. So I just add first. Later you can still remove it, because when I crochet, if I need one, I just pull up one and the rest is still at the back. So we're gonna pull up one by one. And this particular Christmas tree, because it's of two different yarn, I'm going to use a 4mm hook. Okay, now let the fun begin. Okay, I'm gonna crochet it together. So I'm going to put them together like as if it's just one strand, and I'm going to make a foundation chain. First you make a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. Once you have a knot, you chain 60, or you chain to the length that you want. Once I'm done, you can decide. I mean, once you see the end result, you can decide how long you want your Christmas tree, or how big you want a Christmas tree to be. Then you can decide how long you want this foundation chain to be. So you see, when there's two shades of green, it looks kind of nice. Look at that. So I'll come back to you once I am at the length that I want, and I'll show you what I do next, how I'm gonna add the poles. So at the moment I'm going to do chain 60. Then it's up to you how long you want your chain to be. Okay, I've chained 60. So the length is up to you. This Christmas tree is super easy to do, but since now I have to add pearls, so it's slightly difficult, just a bit. Once you get a hang of it, it should be okay. I'm gonna add 2 more stitch, 1, 2, and I'm going to do half double crochet here on this 3rd stitch from hook. And I have 1, half double crochet. So complete the first half double crochet first before you decide whether you should add a purl. So now I was thinking that I'm thinking maybe I should add a purl at every 2 stitch, and I have to take into consideration that some of the purls is gonna face the back, some of the purls are gonna face the front, because this is a very simple Christmas tree. All you have to do is just do half double crochet all the way till the end, and you have a Christmas tree. And you just make a stitch in the middle, and your Christmas tree could actually turn. So when I turn my Christmas tree, I want to see the purl on both sides. Again, purls here and purls here. So this is the only row I'm going to work on. So this is the part where I would have to make sure some of my purls face the back and some of my purls face the front. Okay, let me just show you. So the first one, try not to use any purl yet, just do your half double crochet. So now I'm going to go to the next stitch. So I'm going to go to this next stitch, pull up the yarn, and you do half double crochet. So before you do that, I am going to get a purl. So from here, you pull up the purl, pull it to where you want it to be, then you yarn over, go to, this purl is going to face the front, so I'm going to push it to the front, go to the next stitch, pull up a loop, and before you do anything, this lace yarn, you give it a pull first, because I do not want this purl to be like dangling. In case it's too loose, you give it a pull first before you do your half double crochet. Whoops, let me do that again. Oh gosh, let me do that again. Okay, I still have my 2 strands here. You yarn over like you're gonna do half double crochet. Okay, now let's say this purl faces the back. You go to the next stitch, you pull up a loop, and you yarn over all 3. So now this purl is at the back. You check and see if it's too loose. I think it's just about right. And now I am going to do another one, depending how close you want the purls to be. Do you want to do 2 double crochet, 2 half double crochet before you go to the next purl, or you do not want to alternate, you just want purls, 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 purls? So if you want purls, then you can do 1 more now, because one is facing the back, one will be in the front. So I think I would make 1 half double crochet. It's all half double crochet, by the way. You just make 1 more so that it won't be so close together. I'll just make 1 more half double crochet before I pull up the purl. Sorry for that noise, the sound of purl dropping onto the table. Okay, pull this way to the back so that you have more yarn to work with. Now you just take 1 purl. So this time round, I would need my purl to stay in front. Then I go to the next stitch, pull up the loop. You check and see if your purl is too loose. If it's not, then it's all right. Then you put through all three. There, you have one pearl here and one pearl here. So you basically you do not need to count your stitches. All you have to do is just do half double crochet all the way till the end. But since we need to add pearl, I am going to do one with pearl, one without. So this is without pearl. I would just do a normal half double crochet. Then the next one would be with pearl. So turn this a bit because the back it's getting tangled up. Okay, now pull up a pearl. Let's get one pearl. Now this would be easy because this pearl would face the back. You just yarn over like a half double crochet, and before you do anything, just give this a pull so that the pearl will be tight. Oh, see, it's hanging right. Oops, sorry, did I went off screen? And you see this is too loose, it's kind of hanging. I want it to be tight like this. So that's why before you yarn over all, give this a pull and see if your pearl is nicely tucked in. Then you do your half double crochet. Well, let me do that again, it's too tight. Pull this, you yarn over, go to the next stitch and do your half double crochet, and you have two pearls here. I hope this is not too loose. You have two pearls here, and then the next stitch, just remember you do one without pearl, then you do one more with pearl. Show you one more time. You pull the pearl to the yarn here as near as possible, then you yarn over for a half double crochet and make sure your pearl stays in front, and you do your half double crochet, and you see if the pearl is too loose, is it dangling? Whoops. Oh, because there's too many. Okay, did it. So there are two here and two here. Then I'm gonna yarn over, go to the next stitch and do without pearl. So this is up to you, whether you want to have one alternate or you want to have pearls all the way, or you want it further, like maybe 3 stitch gap before the next pearl. So I'll come back to you once I do this until the end of the row. Okay, I've done the whole stretch. I think this looks nice as a hairband as well, right? Or bracelets. Oh, or maybe even your back strap. Yeah, this looks nice, but it's a lot of work. So this Christmas tree is gonna be like this. So you just put it nicely and see how tall you want it to be. And before that, the tail here, this tail here, I'm gonna leave a long tail. As for this tail, I'll try and weave it around here. As for this one, I would need a long tail for sewing, and also make a loop on the top. Let's see, maybe this long, I'm not sure. Let's try this length. Just make sure I cut the right thing. So you have one here and one here. If you want, you can tie a knot, but I think I'm going to hide this around here. As for this, wait, let me hide this first. Just hide it a bit, not too much. Two strands together. We will pretend that it is one. Maybe hide one more round. All this half double crochet, it's tight enough to hide this inside. Then I'm going to cut the yarn. It will look like this. As for this, I will put into a tapestry needle, get it ready first. Since it's from here, let me just make one stitch here to kind of secure it. Since my yarn is here, maybe I should start from the top. Make this as the top, like this. Not sure. Maybe I should. Maybe there should be two poles on top. Let me kind of like stitch my way to the center here. Because now I have poles everywhere, top and bottom, so it's not as easy. Let me see. Does this look right to you? Or the other way around? Oh yes, I should have two poles here, three poles here. Oh, that's a lot of poles. There. Does that look like a Christmas tree to you? If you think this is right, you get your marker, you kind of hold it in place first. This would be with this. Let's see, when it calls here, this side should be with this side, and this side should be with this side, and here should be with here. And you take a look and see if this is right for you. If you think this is right, you just use this. You use this yarn. You make one stretch down to the bottom here. Here, maybe I would make I'm not sure if it's close enough to do that. Just make a few stitch, kind of like the hook for it, like this. Is this long enough? If you want, you can make it longer. And you pull. And again, you check and see if this is how you want it to be. So make sure when you stitch, let me see, maybe should I stitch here and here instead of go straight down? Yeah, maybe I should. Okay, I'll do something to this part here first. I'll make one stitch here. I make sure there are two here. I make one stitch here. Make it look like this. Oh yeah, this is the tail, I forgot. Okay, I just cut it off. The tail just now. So I will have something like this. Make it go through this stitch as well so that it looks like a perfect circle. There, like this. So instead of making one straight line here, because I already have poles all over, I'm going to follow this marker here. Make my way to the corner. And join this part with this part, you know, join all these parts. Make my way back here, join this part and join this part. Then you will have a Christmas tree like this. So let me see if this is the right way. Is it too short, too long? This looks about right. So here, gonna make my way to this corner. So I'm going to make a stitch from this corner to this corner, so that the middle will still show the pole like this. So here you can still see poles everywhere. This, and when you turn, you can still see poles everywhere. So I'm gonna make one stitch here. Then of course you can't just go all the way down. You have to make a stitch here to hold it. Don't have to be too tight, you know, just something for it to hang in there. Then you go back. You go back to this stitch here. Like this. So this part is joined. Then I'll try and make my way down here and try to connect this part. So when it's all joined up, you will see a Christmas tree. So I'll come back to you once I have all this nicely joined. Okay, I made a few stitches here, and then I make my way all the way here, and then I came up here. So this is how it looked like, the front and the back. So when you hang this, you can turn it around, you can still see poles. So let me cut this away. And this is how the Christmas tree looked like. Hope you like this pattern. So thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my channel. There are more of these socks coming your way. So I look forward to seeing you in my next post.